Okay, cash flow from operating equity, cash flow from investing equity, and cash flow from financing equity. We have done with the cash flow from the uh, operating activity. Okay. Now we are going to see the second part. Okay, that is a cash flow from investment activities. Flow from investment activities. Okay, this we are going to see. Okay, like see in the problem, they have any purchases of a building or a purchase of a plant, anything is there. Like see, like investment activities means we are investing in long-term assets. See, long-term assets means we have considered already in the short-term part, like cash, debtors and stock. We have considered this long-term part, and goodwill also we have considered. That goodwill is written off, that we have considered. The building has decreased from 20,000 to 1 lakh to 80,000. The building has decreased. Okay, there is a decrease in the building. Okay, and there is a decrease in the building. Okay, 20,000 it shows, and the plant and machinery there is an increase in 30,000. But what they have told, the depreciation we have charged on a plant 30,000, on building 50,000. Okay, see here 1 lakh, say 1 lakh, on a 1 lakh rupees we have charged 50,000 depreciation, means building is 50,000 rupees. Then building has increased to 80,000, means 30,000 investment activity we have did. You're getting my point, students? Okay, this is a 1 lakh rupees a building value, and we have charged a 50,000 rupees depreciation. Means the at the end of the year the value of building is 50,000. But now at the end of the year 2021 the building shows 80,000, means 30,000 rupees investment we have did. Means 30,000 rupees building we have purchased, or any upgradation we have did in the building. You getting my point, students? Hello, hello, students. All of you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You getting my point? Here 1 lakh rupees building value is there, and depreciation we have charged 50,000 rupees. Okay, they have missed out. That's the reason they have given additional information. Okay, the value comes 50,000 rupees. Then 50,000 rupees value at the end of 2021 it is goes 80,000 rupees, means 30,000 rupees purchases we have did. Okay, purchases of building, that is we are going to less purchases of building. Purchase of building, how much purchases we have did, that is in we have tried in negative 30,000 rupees. How this 30,000 rupees comes, all of you aware? कैसे आ गया पता है ना अभी ये 30,000 rupees कैसे हमने निकाले? Okay, then same way see here plant and machinery 40,000 पे 10,000 30,000 depreciation we have charged. The 40,000 at the end of 2020 it is 40,000 rupees plant, but we have charged 30,000 rupees depreciation, means plant comes 10,000 rupees, and plant comes 10,000 rupees, but at the end of 2020, but at the end of 2021 it has increased to 70,000, means 60,000 plant we have purchased. Okay, and this is also we have to deduct purchase of plant. Negative means it is in minus. Okay, then it is comes outer column minus 90,000. Okay, it is in minus. Okay, see here in the format I have what I have shared with you. Cash flow from investment, sale of investment and purchase हो गया तो लेस करना है. Purchase of investment हो गया, purchase of asset machinery वगैरह fixed asset purchase किया तो लेस करना है. Sale हुआ तो वो add करना है. You getting my point? Yes. Okay, then the next part will comes net cash flows from investment activities. अभी see here students, अभी 52,000 में से 90,000 माइनस करने हैं, माइनस अमाउंट है, मीन्स 90,000 में से अमाउंट गए, 90,000 में से 52,000 जाने के बाद हाउ मच इज रिमेन 38, इट इज इन माइनस. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट स्टूडेंट्स? हेलो, Okay, in minus amount 90,000 is a minus amount. It is more than 32,000, 52,000 means we have to deduct 90,000 minus 52,000 we have to do. Then comes how much? 38,000 is in negative. And this is a activity B. I have told you the three activities which are important: income, like net cash flows from operating activity, investment activity, and financing activity. Okay, this much we have covered. Then next we are going to see cash flow from financing activities. Cash flow from financing activity. See here, cash flow from financing activity. See here, what we have to do? Cash flow from financing activity. ओके, यहाँ तक हो गया लेस करने के बाद. ओके, बी आ गए, फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी यहाँ चल रहे. Issue of equity shares we have to add. Issue of debentures we have to add. Any redeem or any dividend we have paid, that we have to deduct. In the our problem, what is happened, we have to see that issue of shares. See here, in 2020 it is 2 lakh rupees, 2021 2,50,000 means क्या हो गया? What happened? There is the issue of shares. You getting my point? 50,000 issue हो गए shares. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स 50,000 थे 40,000 है. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स इज रिडीम. ओके, लेस हो गए, हमने रिडीम किए हैं. और जनरल रिजर्व दिस पार्ट विल नॉट कम. ओनली दी financing activity means the debentures which we have issued or preference shares, equity shares, that which is required for to meet our capital requirement. That reason that comes the financing activity. Okay, here equity shares only we have issued or preference shares we have redeemed. These two things happen in the financing activity. Okay, first I will add issue of shares. Issue of shares. How much shares we have issued? 50,000. Okay, where it is comes like 2 lakhs is 2020 में, 2021 में 2.5 हो गया, 2,50,000 means 50,000 we have additional issued. लेस हमने क्या किया? प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स रिडीम किए. हाउ मच? कितने प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स रिडीम किए? 50,000 से 40,000 है गए. 10,000 प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स वी हैव रिडीम. That is in minus 10,000. Okay, redemption of preference shares. Okay, this outer the column how much comes total? अभी ये 50 में से 10 जाने के बाद कितना आएगा टोटल? 40,000. ओके, 40,000. अभी again this 38 minus this 40 means 40,000 minus 38,000. How much comes here? 2,000. Okay, and this is like I will write here in just 1 minute. $40,000 net cash flow from financing activities. Okay, this is C part. Okay, C we have completed. C we have completed. Okay, then this 2,000 is remain. Okay, this is, see here what we have written here. Then increase and decrease in the cash equivalent A, B, C, D we have to do. Okay, net increase in cash and cash equivalents A plus B plus C. Okay, okay, this is 2,000 rupees already there. Then next is cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year. Cash and at the end of the year. here अपना कैश बैलेंस, ओपनिंग बैलेंस कितना है 15,000, क्लोजिंग बैलेंस 17,000, बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर हमने लिखा है 15,000, तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्लोजिंग बैलेंस 70,000 आना चाहिए, 17,000 सॉरी 15,000, ओके 15 plus this 2 17, automatically it will come, okay what I'm telling you, it is automatically it will come, then we will say our problem is correct, okay. Then we will say our problem is correct. It's clear, student, this much is clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello, all of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, take a screenshot of this. This will be a small problem from our side, okay. Hello, students. Okay. Yes. And this is the problem number 2, which I will going to give you as a home exercise. You can solve it out. If it is not possible, then we will do also. Okay.
Sir, hello sir.
Yes, tell me beta.
Sir, problem number 1 दिखाइए ना.
Yes, problem number 1 ये question है, देखो. Yes, clear. Then solution.
Question.
Visible? Question. ये देखो question.
Done sir.
ये है solution.
Done sir.
Okay. Then another now what I will do, you can take this problem as a home exercise and you can complete it out, you can show it to me, okay, this problem. So it is as it is, like they have given 3 transactions, dividend amounting, dividend paid, means dividend pay means financing means in ये क्या financing activities में आएगा, financing activities में ये है, financing activities में dividend paid आएगा, okay, now we have to deduct, okay, just go through the format, you are able to solve this problem also. Yes. Okay. Have you taken screenshot of this, students?
Done sir.
Yes, you can solve it out, you can show it to me tomorrow, okay, in next class. Now we will move towards the next chapter, that is chapter number 4, I can say. This is also an important point. We have far behind of the syllabus, 2 chapters we have remained, chapter number 4 and 5, that we are going to cover as early as possible. And this chapter number 4, it is a capital structure, it is there, this capital structure. Tell me students, what do you mean by, anyone knows what do you mean by capital structure? Students, anyone knows what do you mean by capital structure? Capital structure, anyone? What do you mean by capital structure? Capital structure, what does it mean? Haridas, Sneha, Simran, Tejas.
Hello sir.
Yeah, tell me Jayan.
The capital structure is the particular combination of debt and equity used by company to finance
Yes, capital
its
structure
overall
means
operation and growth.
Total funds, total capital. In capital structure means the capital comprises of debt and equity. Okay, the combination of debt, how much combination we are using, like 20% debt in our capital structure. Like we have raised 1 lakh rupees. Out of 1 lakh rupees, 20,000 is of debt and 80,000 is the own capital. That is equity capital. That is known as capital structure. Okay, suppose I will tell you again once again, if in your capital structure the debt portion is more than equity portion, debt portion, like 1 lakh rupees is there, in 1 lakh rupees 80,000 is through debt and 20,000 is the own capital, then it will indicate that this company is in a risk. They were taking huge risk. This company is taking huge risks. You can check any company's capital. Balance sheets are available easily on the website. You can go through that. You can see that what is the capital structure of the company, like 50-50 hai, 80-50 hai, 80-20 hai, 20-80 hai. See here, like what happens if the debt is 80% in the capital structure, means that every years of profit they have to pay regular interest to debt. Means bank loan is the debt capital, debentures we have issued is debt capital. Okay, to this debt capital we have to regularly give dividend, regularly give interest if we have earned a profit or not. You're getting my point, students? Yes, you're getting my point. Like 80,000 pay,
Yes, sir.
10%, 8,000 rupees from our profit we have to pay as the interest. If we have earned a 9,000 rupees profit, 8,000 we have to pay as the interest, and 1,000 we will distribute to equity shareholders as a dividend. Just I have given you example one. If in your capital structure like 80% is equity and 20% is a debt, in that case you have earned a 9,000 rupees profit. You can 9,000 rupees profit you have earned, only 20,000 pay 2,000 rupees, 10%, 2,000 rupees you have to give interest, and remaining amount you can distribute to equity shareholders. You getting my point? The debt, we have to see that what is the capital structure of the company. Okay, the capital structure is a, just I will show you a one presentation, first slide. This is a, okay, all of you are able to view my screen, students? Yes, capital structure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, debt and equity. Then capital structure is there in capital structure is there in the any company's capital structure, like it comprises of debt and equity, but the portion is depends on company to company, how much portion of debt, how much portion of equity we have to keep in us. Okay, you're getting my point, students?
Yes,
In this
sir.
unit, what we are going to see, what do you mean by capital structure, factors affecting capital structure, different source of finance and its types, and concept and measurement of cost of capital, measurement of specific cost WACC, concepts of leverage and its types, trading on equity and its types. This we are going to see in the our chapter, you can see. After studying this unit, you will able to understand that what do you mean by capital structure, factors. Okay, same way. Okay, see here, what do you mean by funds? Funds means it's owner's funds and plus borrowed funds. Owner's funds means equity funds, equity share capital, preference shares capital, reserves and surplus, and retained earning. These all are known as equity or owner's fund. Okay, equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus, and retained earnings. Equity share capital means number of shares you issued. The equity shareholders contributed their funds, that is there in equity capital. And reserves and surplus means every year so some profit you are keeping aside as a reserves and surplus. And retained earnings you are keeping, you are not distributed profit, you are keeping aside as a retained earning, that is. And preference shares capital, you have issued preference shares you have raised, that funds are known as owners funds. Funds, it includes borrowed funds and owners funds. In a capital structure there are two types, equity capital, debt capital. Equity capital means own funds, owners funds. Debt means borrowed funds. Borrowed funds, loan plus debentures plus public deposits, these all are known as debt. Debt means on a borrowed fund regularly interest we have to pay. Like if you have taken loan from any bank, you have to pay interest. If you have issued debentures, every year you have to pay debentures interest. Okay, that you can do. Okay, that you can do. Debentures you can pay. Okay, that you can do. Okay, debentures interest you have to pay. This regularly you have to do this. This borrowed fund is a one type of the liability arises from borrowed fund. The interest you have to pay at anyhow. If your company earned a profit or a company earned a loss, you have to pay interest. Okay, that is there in the borrowed fund. The same will not going to happen with the owners fund, like equity share capital. If you earn a good amount of profit, then you can distribute profit as a dividend. But for preference shares, there is a cumulative preference shares are there. Means this year company has not earned profit. In next years we have to pay double dividend, whatever dividend we have agreed. Okay, 10% means next year we have to pay 20% for cumulative preference shares. Okay, this is a type of preference shares. This much is clear. Funds means it's clear, students. All of you with me? Yes, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The term structure means the arrangement of the various parts. So capital structure means the arrangement of capital from different sources so that the long-term funds needed for the business are raised. Okay, we required a long-term funds. Okay, capital structure means we required a long-term funds for the purchase of assets, fixed assets, or assets, fixed assets, or long-term assets, we can say. For that, we required funds that we are going to raise through two sources, like we can issue equities, or we can issue debentures, or we can take a loan. Okay, this every organization have the different capital structure. Okay, every organization, like you can take an example of Tata Motors or Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries is a debt-free capital structure they have, debt-free capital structure they have, Reliance Industries. There is a zero debt in the capital structure, Reliance Industries, RIL Limited. Okay, there is no debt for them. Only equities are there in their capital structure. Capital structure is a part of the financial structure and the refers to the proportion of various long-term sources of finance, like how we have raised the finance. Okay, through which way we have raised the finance, we have taken a loan, or we have issued equity shares, that is there in the capital structure. Capital structure is a particular distribution of debt and equity that makes up the companies, makes up the finance of companies. Okay, whatever may be the capital structure is a particular distribution between debt and equity, percentage, like 50% debt, 50% equity, or 40% debt, 60% equity. It is gives you finance for your long-term purpose. Okay, to do a business, okay, to start a business or to grow up in your business. Like you can take a loan for 20 years from bank. Bank will give you 20 years loan. Okay, but after, like, it will be a long-term funds you are going to raise for your company's business, you can say, for expansion, for upgradation of the technology. You are going to raise the funds. Okay, that is there in the capital structure. Capital structure is the proportion of debt and preference and equity shares of the firm in the balance sheet. Capital structure is a mix of the long-term source of funds used by a firm. It made up of debt and equity securities and refer to permanent financing of a firm. It is composed of a long-term debt, preference share capital, and shareholders funds. Okay, here you can say the capital structure is a mixture of long-term sources of funds, like you have raised the funds through issuing the equities, or you have raised the funds through taking a debt or taking a loan from the particular bank or particular financial institution. You have raised funds through equity share capital or preference share capital. Okay, that will be there in the capital structure. Capital structure, in the other words, Professor like of P. Chandra, capital structure is essential concern with the how the firm decided to divide its cash flows into two broad components. That is fixed component, that is marked to meet the obligation towards debt capital, and the residual component that belongs to equity share capital. Like see here, like our cash flows, how we are going to manage. There are two broad components, you can say. Like cash flows. One may be that this, you can say, if you take a loan, you have to pay regularly interest. Okay, regular interest you have to pay if you have taken a loan. Okay, if you raise the funds through issuing debentures or taking loan, you have to pay regular interest. Means your cash flows, cash outflow is there for paying the interest. That will be, you have to decide what you want to do. How this, like residual components, you can say, for equities, if you earn a profit, then only you can distribute as a dividend. Otherwise, there is no issue of issuing dividend for them. Okay. Capital structure of a company refers to makeup of its capitalization, and it includes long-term capital sources like loan, reserves, shares, equities. Okay, capital structure is a combination of debt and equity securities that comprises firm financing in its assets. Okay, this is here one of the balance sheet I have taken, the capital structure. Tell me which is the part of capital structure, students. All of you are able to view my screen. Okay. Asset structure, you can tell me. Capital structure, you can tell me. Okay, students, tell me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me capital structure. Capital structure, which is the capital structure, which comprises capital structure in the balance sheet. See, all of you are able to view my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर क्या है बताओ, किधर है कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर, कहाँ तक है? कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर मैंने अभी बताया ना, कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर कंप्राइजेस ऑफ डेब्ट एंड इक्विटी.
सर शेयर कैपिटल 4 लाख का है.
4 लाख का क्या है?
इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल.
इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल 4 लाख का है. और
प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल 1,80,000 का है.
प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल 1,80,000.
सर डिबेंचर्स 15% है 2,60,000.
हाँ 2,60,000, 2,60,000.
बैंक का लोन है 2,40,000.
2,40,000 बैंक. This
ओडी है
part,
80.
yeah, oh, bank overdraft will not come in the capital structure. Capital structure, we have raised funds for long term funds. We have raised the funds for a long term purpose. That comes in the capital structure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abhi, let's see. All of you are able to view my screen, students? Okay, all of you are able to get side, including current assets and current liability, current assets and fixed assets. This comes in your asset structure. It's clear. The asset structure you are able to bifurcate which are fixed assets, which are current assets. Asset side, land and building is a fixed asset, plant and machinery fixed asset, furniture and fixtures fixed assets. Okay, these are fixed assets. Stock in trade, this is stock, it is current asset. Sundry debtors current asset, bills receivable current assets. Cash and bank balance current asset. Loans and advances is also a current asset. It's clear, student? This much is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, again they have given you the same bifurcation what I have told you. Okay, capital structure, debt and equity they have given you, how much comes the total, and financial capital, long-term debentures, current liabilities, that all they have taken. Assets, fixed assets and current asset. Okay, it's clear, students? Okay, these factors will going to affect the capital structure risk, variation in earning, okay, cost of capital, trading on equity, the government policies, size of the company, okay, needs of investors, period of finance, how much period we are taking, nature of business, flexibility, legal requirement, purpose of finance and corporate taxation, cash inflows, provision for future, EBIT, EPS analysis, okay, earning before interest and tax, and earning per share, EPS. This will also affect the capital structure, you can say. Capital structure like, see here, risk variation in earnings. Like there is a huge variation in the earnings, like 1 year we are earning good amount of profit and 1 year we are not earning anything. This will also affect the capital structure, like cost of capital. To raise the particular funds, we have to do some expenses, and whatever may be required rate of return will going to accepted by the parties to whom we are raising a fund. That is known as cost of capital. Okay, cost of capital. See here example, like we are going to raise 10 crores from Bank of India, and they were charging a 9% rate of interest per year, per annum, 9% per annum. 9% is the cost of capital for debt source. Okay, you are getting my point. That much returns they were expecting from your loan, like debate, equity shares. Regularly we are giving 10%, 9% to 11% interest, means approximately 10% return dividend we are regularly giving. Means equity shareholders will expect 10% returns. That is cost of capital for equity shareholders. You are getting my point, students?
Yes, sir.
This will all nature of business. This will affect the capital structure, you can see. Okay, determinant of intrinsic value of capital structure. Okay, intrinsic value, investors will look at its opportunity to buy the stock and all that. Okay, this will take a further, like the goal of the firm is to increase the value of the firm. Okay, maximize the profit. WACC. WACC means weighted average cost of capital. Okay, weighted average cost of capital means it is comprises of like equity, debt. We try to minimize the weighted average cost of capital, and we try to maximize return on investment on our capital. Okay, we try to maximize the shareholders' wealth. Okay, this is the intrinsic value, the net operating profit after tax and required for investment. Then we will require free cash inflows, you can say, cash, you can say. Okay, the weightages will be given for each equity or debt, the weightage while deciding, you like capital structure, all of you are able to calculate how much is your capital structure, like 10 crores, 15 crores, like 5 crores are debt and 5 crores are debt in 15 crores and 10 crores are equity, means 66.66% is equity capital and 33.33% is debt capital. Then you can able to calculate, you are able to calculate weightages. Then you are able to calculate how much is market interest we have to pay, how much. Then we are able to calculate WACC. When we will see the problem on WACC, weighted average cost of capital, then you are able to understand that time. The shareholders funds are there. Share capital, again it comes, which I have already told you. Shareholders fund means owners fund, share capital, reserves and surplus, okay, capital reserves or profit. Borrowed fund, preference shares, loan, debentures, public deposit. Sometimes the preference share capital is also borrowed fund comes. Okay. How we have to measure the measurement of cost of capital? Cost of capital of an investor in financial management is equal to return. Okay, is equal to return. How much return we are going to expect from the particular our investment? Okay, I have told you cost of capital is in a financial management is equal to returns. Like every year the company is giving 9%, 10%, 11% rate of dividend to equity shareholders. Equity shareholders will accept 10% returns we are going to get from our investment. Okay. An investor can pledge from the next best alternative of investment, which is if we are investing in Tata Motors, the manufacturing company, and say we are investing in a Maruti, how much returns I am going to get? Like 10% they are expecting from any other source also. In simple words, it is an opportunity cost of investing in the same money in different investment having similar risk and other characteristics, like from a financing angle. Cost of capital is simply cost which is paid for using the capital. Like again, I have told you return on your investment. How much you are expecting returns from your investment? Okay, like I'm investing in Tata Motors, I'm expecting 10%, and similar way Maruti is also giving 10% return. Then why not Tata will give you Tata Motors? It is similar types of returns I'm going to expect from. Okay, that I'm going to accept from the investments. Okay. Okay, that will be there. Okay, the particular projects or a company, they will appropriate the cost of capital means simply in financial management equals to returns. How much returns they are going to expect from us. Okay, types of capital and the formula, you can say cost of capital of investor financial, it is equals to return. Investor can pledge the best alternative of investment available for them. Cost of capital is equal, like cost of equity capital is equals to risk-free rate plus beta. Okay, market risk premium minus risk-free rate you can say. Okay, cost of debt capital, interest rate minus 1 minus multiplied by 1 minus tax rate, whatever the tax rate is there, that is there. Weighted average cost of capital, weightage of equity capital and weightage of debt capital we are going to do. When we will see one problem, that time you are able to understand how we are going to calculate cost of capital. Type of cost of capital, like equity capital, we have to see, okay, how the term cost of capital is a working in general, you can say. It does not clarify which type capital we are talking about. It could be equity or debt cost of capital. So like it depends upon how you are financing your capital. Okay, like so again I will tell you, in your capital structure, the debt capital is more in your capital structure, like 80% debt is in your capital structure, then cost of capital will be higher for you. Okay, cost of capital, it is comprises of two types of capital, cost of equity and cost of debt. Cost of equity capital is the cost of using a capital of equity shareholders in these operations. Like we are using the funds of equity shareholders, we have to pay something, or because of use of the funds we have to pay something, or it will be capital appreciation will going to happen in the market. Okay, we have to pay something, that will be there in the cost of capital, you can say. Cost of equity, you can say equity capital. Risk-free rate of return plus beta, market risk premium minus risk-free rate, that we can do. Okay, then cost of debt is we are using the finance from bank, and how much we are using, that will be there. How much rate of interest we are paying, that is known as cost of debt capital. Okay, interest rate minus interest rate multiplied 1 minus tax rate is there here given. Means whatever interest rate we are paying 10%, mean whatever tax is there, 1 minus tax means tax rate is 40% or 50%. 1 minus 0.5 means 0.5. Interest rate, whatever the interest rate 13% multiplied by 0.5 we have to do. Then we will get cost of capital. Likewise, weighted average cost of capital, we will weightage the each of our part of capital. Like equity capital का weightage कितना है? Weightage कितना है? It's a 5%, like 50% weightage of equity and 50% debt. Means 0.5 is a weightage for equity and debt, and we have to calculate the cost of capital for equity and debt. Then we are able to calculate WACC. Okay, weighted average cost of capital. Okay, these are use of cost of capital, how and why financial managers use it. Okay, it is a good opportunity for all of them. Finance manager will going to use this weighted average cost of capital. They have to know that how much profit they have to earn in near future to meet the expenses or to meet the need or to meet the criteria or to meet the benchmark, like whatever payment we have to make, like interest or dividend, how much we have to expect minimum rate of returns we are going to expect. Okay, this will be there in the cost of capital information. The trading on equity, this part we are going to see in the next class, student, and next class I am going to take one problem also on WACC. Okay, weighted average cost of capital. This is an important point, all of you. This will I am going to cover weighted average cost of capital. 3 problems I will take, 2 or 3 problems. Within a one session I am going to take this problem, 2 or 3 problems. Students, all of you are able to understand, students? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you are with me?
Yes, sir. सर प्रॉब्लम भी रहेंगी क्या सर एग्जाम में?
हमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेंगे, सिंपल टाइप्स ऑफ थोड़े छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लम रहेंगे को सिंपल प्रॉब्लम WACC कैलकुलेट करने के लिए बोलेंगे. WACC 10 मिनट में, 5 मिनट में नहीं, 2 मिनट में कैलकुलेट कर सकोगे WACC. मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा फॉर कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है. ऐसे पूछेंगे आपको कंप्राइज ऑफ कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर भी पूछ सकते हैं. ओके, ऐसे पूछ सकते हैं. ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट क्लास
प्रैक्टिस सेट मिलेंगे कैसे? एमसीक्यू
प्रैक्टिस सेट मिलेंगे ना भाई योगी तेजस. आई विल शेयर विद यू द प्रैक्टिस सेट. Okay, for finance students, I have shared all my presentations. For financial management also I will share, and I will give you a practice MCQs also. Okay, don't worry about that. We are taking care of all of. Yes.
सर नेक्स्ट लेक्चर कब है वो बताओ ना, कितने बजे रहेगा?
Next tomorrow ले लूंगा. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock only I will take.
ओके सर, ओके
10 o'clock में ले लूंगा. किसी का मैडम का किसी का लेक्चर नहीं लगेगा तो मैं ले लूंगा लेक्चर. ओके, वेडनेसडे तो 10 o'clock को है आपका लेक्चर.
सर 11 बजे तो बोलो ना सर.
ठीक है, 11 बजे ले लेंगे, ऐसे कुछ दिक्कत. ठीक है, 11 बजे ले लेंगे. ओके, 11 बजे to 11 o'clock I will take a session.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take a message today itself. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock we have a session, financial management. Okay. Yes.
यस सर.
Okay. मैंने फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट की असाइनमेंट भी कुछ नहीं दी है, वो भी असाइनमेंट के 2 क्वेश्चन दे दूंगा फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के. ओके,
ठीक है सर.
फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के असाइनमेंट मैंने दे दिए नहीं अभी तक मेरे ख्याल से, है ना? राइट ना? क्वेश्चंस नहीं दिए ना फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट का अभी तक?
यस सर, नहीं दिया.
हाँ, वो मैं दे दूंगा आपको फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के 2 क्वेश्चंस, 2 या 3 क्वेश्चन दे दूंगा होम असाइनमेंट के लिए. ओके, yes. Now I am going to end the meeting.
थैंक यू सर.
Okay,
थैंक यू.
have a good day.